Diddy! I see, how are we? Sorry, I'm having huge audio issues right now. It is not giving me sound. So I've got the system sounds working, but and I've got OBS is giving me sound, but iTunes and the game aren't, and now Windows is just refusing to work. Trying to view all apps and start menu closes. Like at this rate, you're going to be watching me as I live stream setting up fucking Mint or Ubuntu or something, because this is just ridiculous. It's running like absolute ass. Everything is running slowly. What is going on? Right. Fuck off. Something has crashed. Something is dragging the PC down, and I don't know what. No, Steam, I closed you. You don't get to fucking reopen because you super want to. If I hit end task, that should be the end of it. There should be no fucking debate. None of this fucking bullshit of, oh, well, you didn't close it properly, so it gets to just reopen. Fucking bullshit. Fuck off. No, Steam error report it. You can go fuck yourself. Let me know how the audio's coming through, because my computer's running slow and it makes it look like the audio might be failing. Now iTunes is refusing to open again. Windows Start menu is being shipped, but then they broke that in Windows 8. Do I have to shut down all the Apple services? It's something there shit the bed. Like, even Task Manager's struggling to run. So something's failed. But I can't see what. The fuck is going on, Windows? Now I've got audio. Fucking hell. I have no idea what's going on right now, but hopefully we're done with it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, g'day. How are we doing? Well, I'm hoping to hear back from a couple of mates about a PUBG sesh. That would be the ideal. But in the meantime, I was playing through, for those who remember, Dracula Reloaded, a Thief 2 campaign. A Thief 2 fan mission campaign. Unfortunately, it kind of shit the bed. And I was unable to fix it last night after multiple attempts. So, I regret to inform you that I have settled on Minecraft. Not for any deep and subtle reason, purely because it was the next best thing. It's something I am interested in putting some more hours into again. Um, Let me just reconnect to the server. Again, everything seemed to be working. I was, prior to this, sitting alone, listening and watching cricket highlights. And now, look at us. I had assumed everything was working because I was sitting there listening to the PC. And then I hit start on the music and the OBS stuff, and the music wasn't coming through while OBS was, so God knows what was going on. Alright, so we're going to jump back onto the server that Dark Yander is hosting for her Twitch community. So let me just make sure it's all running nicely. Seems to be. Okay. Hopefully the game is outputting as well. Yes. With any luck, you'll even have audio. Now, this is a from little things, big things grow kind of deal. This will become something eventually, perhaps, maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to. Shite. I'm not going to deal with that skeleton. Don't mind dying, but what I'm doing is suicide. I had hoped there would be no such things as creepers. But yeah, for those who do not, I recommend chucking Dark Yander a follow at some point. Another Aussie streamer, she can be really quite amusing and has quite a decent community. Alright, everything seems to be running again, but do let me know how all the audio levels are. The fact that nobody has responded to me has me very worried after the thing not working, but I'm trusting to you, Twitch and OBS. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn down Minecraft's volume. Another bloody creeper. Every time I make a house, I make it in the middle of creeper town. Yeah, let me just sound check for myself. That involves me talking, and then while I'm talking, I'm going to hit the mute key, and then jump over to my Discord. No, not Discord. What's the other one? The Twitch output, and see if that's actually working. Alright, you could tell me it was that loud. Whatevs, we are now certain what it is working. Okay, it must be first thing. I must have logged in bang on the dot of midnight. Easy. I'm still trying to work out what sort of building I'm going to end up with, too. But it won't be tied. It won't be tied. The royals shoot, they won't be tied. They won't be tied. I condescend whene'er I do to serve a friend. What it implies, now try to guess. What it implies, now try to guess. I thought I had another, I did not. I'll break this one as well. Selfishness. It typifies unselfishness. Of course it does, unselfishness. Find it a cold satisfaction. An early board meeting to show it off. Though if proper excuse you can trumpet it, you may wind up a limited company. You cannot conveniently blow it up. Raindrops to baffle you. I also dance a step or two. But it is this a hidden sense. A hidden sense. I don't need to. Complete indifference. Indifference, indifference, indifference. It means unruffled cheerfulness. It means unruffled cheerfulness. Hour of 10 is sounding possible. For today will be so clear. Something is up. Head and to by Angelina shortly will appear. Head to by Angelina shortly will appear. How are we looking outside? I need to find spiders. Or I need to summon up the fortitude to kill some horse sheep. They're not like poor in any sort of metaphysical sense. They're like financially decrepit. That's sad. My good friend was called to the bar at an appetite for Russian party. I have to double check something on this particular iTunes. It occurs to me. Hang on. This might be an early. Well, I know it's an early recording. Might have too early of a recording of the Mikado. No, we're good. We're good. If you want to know why I was mildly concerned, look up Little List song Henry Lytton on YouTube. That's Henry Lytton, Lytton. Bugger. Uh-oh. Goodbye, common entities. I'm not. I hope I'm not one of them. Mm. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Now, if you please, I'm ready to try this breach of promise of magic. Some more copper there if we wanted another wolf's. Was he affected by a job? Chicken. I'm not yet ready to. I was kind of hoping there'll be some spiders are wandering around. What's up? Let me deal with magic and spells. In pests and cats, and never pests, and prophesize witches and gnomes. If you want a proper contract, you can go to Red Temple and Max. You've got to look at the resident number 77 Yaks. And parade, Boston sheep. With effects that are common for tragic. There's no cheaper house in the tree. Love food with quantities of it, and for knowledge if anyone burns. Giving a very small profit or profit brings some bounded returns. Foreign prophesy with a wake up as I peep to futurity, into futurity, son of your history, clear up a mystery, human productivity, foreign nativity, foreign nativity. I'm just looking around at what I will consider my land. Big. Yeah, that's what I thought. Looking at our resident gin up at 77 a.m. Oh, that's 2 blocks of black wool. In which case, I think I need only one more string, and I'll be able to make all the blocks of wool I need for a bed. Down that one again. Winkers. Okay. I am not seeing and shit. I am not seeing spiders. Would you believe I actually forgot about them? Hang on, that's only... Oh, 4 should be right. Oops. I've just had an idea for how my thing can look. Don't worry about that another time. Ahoy, ahoy! We stand to our guns all day. We sail the ocean blue, and our saucy ships of beauty. We are sober men and true, and attentive to our duty. Actually, no, I would have to go further. Oh dear. I was expecting... Why did that crash? Hang on. Might be my internet. It is my internet. Of course it fucking is. It's my internet's just... None of this shit. You failed to even look into the problem before. Alright, g'day. Are we back up? We should be. I just had my internet connection drop out 3 times, come back on each time, drop out again. I'm not sure whether I'm blaming IINet or fucking Windows for being a bunch of mostly expletive deleted, but a little bit of worthless fucking cunts who can't code for shit. But I can't be certain. So we went from audio issues to internet issues. And that doesn't leave too many others. But yeah, I think we're back up. If there's anyone who can confirm that I'm back up, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, I'm relying exclusively on my output, and I've also got time anyway. All right, you'll get a black screen. But this is me checking what happens over here. Right. It's about 3 to 5 seconds delayed there, but that might just be I need to refresh this page as well. Alright, I'm just refreshing my other page so I can make sure that it's as up to date as I can get it. God damn. Go one further back. If I have any more issues, I'm just gonna call it for the night because fucking I spent however long fixing the sound, which didn't want to output. I only have the internet drop out, so I'm done with it. Not playing any more games with it. Guru, how are we, my guy? Good to see ya. Check that in there for now, because I'm not ready to smelt it. Now, I tried. Freaking creepers all over the place. Well, hardly ever. Just a little bit of lighting. Oops, didn't make it that time. That's where the bed will go when I get one. I'm actually going to push this out a bit further if I can. So from that corner, just a little bit further back. I'm hearing a spider. polished up the handle of the big front door. I polished up that handle so carefully that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy. See, up, down, left, right. I served the wrist with a smile so flat, and I copied all the letters in a big brown pad. I copied all the letters in a hand so free that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy. Refresh that. Come on now. Come to life, Oath. Stupid thing. Sorry, my chat window wasn't working. That past examination did so well for me that now I am the ruler of the Queen's Navy. Oh, placing torches. Okay, so partly it's on me, but shut up. Who cares about partly? But they took me into a partnership, and that junior partnership highway was the only ship that I ever had seen. They turned off mobbed griefing for this server, by the way. So rich that I was sent by a pocket behind a parliament. I always voted at my party for, and I never thought of thinking for myself at all. I thought so little, they rewarded me by making me the ruler of the Queen's Navy. Landsman or whoever you may be, if you want to rise to the top of the tree, if your soul isn't fettered to an office stoop, be careful to be guided by this golden rule. Right. At some point I need to collect a heap of that stuff. There it is. Need those things somewhere. But I heard that on the sea, the expression, if you please, a particularly gentlemanly tone implies. And so do his sisters and his cousins and his aunts and his sisters and his cousins, whom he reckons up by dozens and his aunts. Any of you capable of pointing me to a black sheep? From the thread of slander, you loved by all my crew. Really popular command, but now you didn't, did you? Oh, you did, thank God. I have a bed now. Well, more or less. Then I need to make a bowl. Ah, nope, still not far enough. Just for the sake of making it more than anything. Okay, where from here, Yims? Good question. She. Conviction told me the things to ladies to getting in order to love the baby. What? What? I am corner. Damn it, tinnitus is going. Wait a second. Doors here. 1, 2, 3. I don't think I was out far enough. No, I was. We'll be there. That's a midpoint. Put it there again. There. The taste of me, the mighty and the four. Right. Done it again. I keep thinking I'm dropping off at the right angle, and I keep not dropping off at the right angle. Okay. Next step on this epic adventure I am going to go on. Oh, that one. Trying to decide on the best spot for a mine entrance. Temporary mine entrance, but thinking here. Do you occupy a station in the lower middle class? Kinda hoping for like diorite on this shot. Yeah, should be deep enough. I'm the captain's daughter. And it's greatly his credit that he is an Englishman. He might have been on Russia, the French or Turco-Russian, or perhaps Italian. But in spite of all temptations to belong to other nations, he remains an Englishman. He remains an Englishman. Whoops. Thought I had an extra. pirate. Could be further down, but it's not promising, is it? No, I don't want to use that. I want to use a copper door. You know what? Might be indicative of nothing then. Thought it might have been like cave signifier or something. There we go, it's diorite. It's a nice looking building block, that's all. Polished anyway. And there's your granite. Very hard to actually win some of these because the monsters keep managing to do it. It's actually working. Sorry, just checking for something. I've worked out why. It's okay. What's that way? I plan to use them yet. I'm just making them now. There's nothing you can do with this, is there? Yes, because I think I'm gonna need one. Stop placing a torch. Stop it. It's my intention to mine all of this diorite. Not right now, but over time. Hey. This one, so this drops out. Hmm. I want to make sure I know we're near the water is all. And I'm tired, people. Currently 7:30. Ugh. This one can go a lot further, really. How long is this one? Left to my right. Could be upwards. Could be down too. It's down. It's a mineshaft. Good. Back to creeper. Yes, me, I have not yet used my sleepy bed. Let's scoot up and try that. Just you. Uncomfortable feel. And we find the wisest thing is to slap your chest and sing. For when threatened with their boots, and your heart is in your boots. There is nothing cleans it round like the trumpet's martial sound, like the trumpet's martial sound. Sorting out Twitch things so I don't crash again. Who to us to take it? These are tensions of women. Oh, we're going to meet the fate in a highly nervous state. Tarantara. Yeah. Oh, and there's a stew to rent a rock, to rent a rock, to rent a rock, to rent a rock, to rent a rock. There he is. Roll, 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 to rent a roll, 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 to rent a roll. Just hold it on the pole, on the pole. Yes, but you don't. Damn it, you don't do it. Paradox. 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 Aha! That's what I wanted. Boots. Let's see. Yes, yes. With yours, my fingers too ugly. Into the ways of paradox. Common sense, she gaily mocks. Counting in the usual way is 21, 19, and 1. With reckoning by my natal day. Reckoning by my natal day. my little boy a fire. Why doesn't that work? Cheers, paradox. That's all I need. Nope, that one. What's up, actually? What sounds like a spawner. This one doesn't look to have been explored either. Oh, 0. Not engaged in his employment, or mature in his felonious neglect, capacity for innocent enjoyment is just as great as any honest man. Our feelings we with difficulty smother, vocabulary duties to be done, or take one consideration with another. A policeman's lot is not a nappy one. My constabulary duties to be done, to be done. A policeman's lot is not an happy one. That was very long, 60 seconds. Surprising burglar's not a burglar. It isn't occupied from. He loves to hear the little brook a gurgle. Listen to them every village child. Costa's finished jumping on his mother. He loves to lie up basking in the sun. I'm happy with that torch. With another. Policeman's lot is not a nappy one. Break my torch, you prick. I guess it's just turned off in the specific zones. Oh, sound at all, we never speak a word. Fly's footfall would be distinct, you heard. So steadily the pirate creeps while all the rats so soundly sleeps. Friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Friends who plow the sea, choose to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Just in case there's anything further up. Like a thread in silence tread, cat-like tread upon the prey steep. In silence tread, a cautious way we keep. No sound at all, we never speak a word. A fly's footfall be distinctly heard. Come, friends who plow the sea, truce to navigation, take another station. Let's bury piracy with a little burglary. Gotta jump back up here. I've set it up very specifically to make it difficult to follow me, but went too far. Fraser. You do me. Run out of talk. But that's not terrible, that's catastrophic. Go before I strike you. Good day too, and that's what I shall say. Wanna know? Simba too, haha too, and that's what I shall say. All in. How we doing? Give you £15 to join us. Oh, noble Englishman. Jewish piano, eh? Ha. Oops. Batu. Ba. That's what I shall say. Ba. That's what I shall say. But unless he will consent to be more Dracula. Cat is curly head, stick an eyeglass in his ocular. Position full of rhythm and of quiddity. To dine on chops and really burly pudding without quiddity. He'd better clear away with all convenient rapidity. Poo, and that's what I shall say. That's what. Ha. Poo. Batu. Ba. And that's what I shall say. Oh, that's what. Sorry, just Discord notifications. It's alright. They weren't DMs, we're fine. I choose to marry, I should be mixed up for wife. Then the man who need not marry Angela can be his wife. One further back. In that case, I'm precedented single. I must live and die. I shall have to be contented with their heart but sympathy. Have to be contented with their heart but sympathy. I shall have to be contented with their heart but sympathy. You know what? The rest of it in. Not that stuff. Thought I had more iron floating around. Guess not. Do them. Yeah, that's a better option. Put them there. Yeah, how we doing, Razor? You feeling better today? That's what I came up here to make. Bah. There. Tan tan ta-da, tan tan ta-da. Let the sounding process as upon its lordly way. The supreme procession passes. Tan tan ta-da, tan tan ta-da, tan ta-da, tan ta-da, ta-da, tan ta-da, tan ta-da, tan ta-da. It's alright, I'll place more sweet berries later. There's a good spot for another one. I don't know, because this whole area's got to be designed. You'll be the highest stage of the British nation. The British nation. British nation. Dun, da, da, dun, da, da, sing, sing, dun, da, da, sing, da, da, sing. Dun, da, da, sing. Different color on the inside, maybe. I reckon it will be, but it's too early to think about that. By which I mean, I don't yet have anything for a different color for that. Blow, blow the trumpets by the crosses. Blow, blow the trumpets. Blow, blow the trumpets. Sing, pop, pop, sing, pop. All ye lower middle classes, all ye tradesmen, all ye masters, Oh, you know, one little glass. Buy your tradesman, buy your mass. Doing? I don't need them. Why am I carrying all these extra blocks? It's the true embodiment of everything that's excellent, detached, no kind, no flaw, and I'm alone to embody the law. Institutional guardian, I am pretty young wards in Chancellor. All very agreeable girls, and none over the age of 21. Pleasant occupation for a rather susceptible Chancellor. Quite prepared to marry again. Would there be the juice to pay in the lords if I fell in love with one of the wolves? The trials might tempt couple in such a susceptible Chancellor. Such a susceptible Chancellor. And one for thee, but never, oh never, a one for me. 'Tis exasperating for a highly susceptible Chancellor. Because his attorney had sent me a brief, said I to miss her, said I. Okay, I've never seen a block of clay like this. This line. Whoops. That one down to side. I'm set on the clay front. Hang on. Okay, so I've got to make new chests. Eek. Now I can stop and take a drink of water. So for those who missed it at the start of the stream, by the way, I was planning to play Thief today, but I wasn't able to get that mission to work, unfortunately, the Dracula Reloaded. And I am pretty upset about this, but can't do anything to change it. So, yeah. It is what it is. Oops. Easy to stuff that one up. Okay. It's not as far forward as I wanted to. of night lies heavy on my chest and weaves itself into the midnight. No, bitch. I don't wait that didn't take the repose double by anxiety. I conceive me usually language choose to indulge in without impropriety. Your brain is on fire, your breath will conspire, of usual slumber to plunder you. Special counterbank goes and uncovers you to merely from under you. The blanketing tickles you, the axe makes pickles so terribly sharp as the picking. And you're hot and you frost and you tumble and foster, there's nothing to excuse in the ticking. Pickles will creep to the ground and they heap and you pick them all up and taking. Prevent you to cry, stimulate you to languor. Dracula the singular rat by the ship's now a full dealer. And you're playing round games and goes to bad names when you tell in the tides been a dealer. This can stand to a throw of your hand, you'll find you're as cold as an icicle. In your shirt and your socks, like the ghost cards on some Salisbury playing on a bicycle. How good did I miss them? Okay, we're gonna need to make a whole heap of chests now. Aga! Yeah, you do. This is a simple game, but it ain't true. How we doing, man? Good to see you. Oh shit, that's not good. Come on. Ah, yep. That's nearly done, isn't it? Didn't you say? End of the month, I think you said you'd be able to move in. Ain't hot never one lady. Never one lady. Sunshines make your hay. Where a wheel leads the us away. The other night. Oof. Exciting times. and make a start. Though I fear the prospect shady, much I'd spend to gain my end. Hey, heart never one fair lady. And should not win. Blood is thick, but water's thin. In for a penny, in for a pound. Love that makes the world go round. In for a penny, in for a pound. It's love that makes the world go round. I've been there yet. This is actually another streamer's server. Another Aussie streamer. She's only had it up a couple of weeks. And I felt like playing some Minecraft, and I thought, rather than make a world and be alone in it, I will be alone in someone else's world. Is on. Yeah, good, clean fun. Come on, place it. Thank you. They've added so much over the years, it's barely recognisable to what it was when it first released. Oh, hello. The other great thing about Minecraft, especially on PC, is you can always get mods going. Quite probably, like, I'll put it aside for 6 months, come back to it, and first thing I've got to do is launch it in creative mode in a super flat world so that I can plant a heap of the new things, look at them, and work out what's going on with them. I'm actually going to need to get shader packs set up for this because some of these textures hurt my eyes and head to look at. with the red-green color blindness. The white eye of shame, please, that's the kind of maid sets my heart aflame. If you're there, shoddy mate, you got a new candidate. When you next see Shotgun Frenzy, he knows a bit about building PCs, so you could also try asking him. The days seem like a long way and all goes right and nothing goes wrong. And isn't your life extremely flat with nothing whatever to grumble at? Fans, these music stands played Wagner imperfectly. I bade them go, they didn't say no, but off they went directly. Organ boys, they stopped their noise with readiness surprising, and grinning herds of hurdy-gurds retired apologizing. Days like a long way and all goes right and nothing goes wrong. And isn't your life extremely flat with nothing whatever to grumble at? I won't yet, actually. But bless you, know they would be so confoundedly reliable. Yeah, look, I stuffed up with mine a little bit, but the one I got in 2023, and they just released the 3080 Ti, so I got that, and then like a week later the 40 whatever it is came out. And I was like, yeah, what am I supposed to do there? At which point I lost interest in building PCs. I just gripe about how shite they are. My catalog is long with every passion page. Attune my soul to song. Tune my soul. To song. I nearly pressed the sprint button there. I think I better get out of here before I kill myself, to be honest. Yeah, but the function of it might be lost on you, but you'd recognize a motherboard if you saw it. Even you wouldn't have a PC without it. Our warriors in serried ranks assemble, never quail and they'd conceal it if they do. And I shouldn't be surprised if nations tremble before the mighty troops, the troops of Titipo. I am putting this stuff away. No, that was one they added a couple updates back. That one's called the Lush. Or the Lush biome, or something like Lush Cave, I think it is. It's where the axolotls spawn all the time, little lizard things, which are cute or cutesy. I need to make a bunch of. At night time? No. Middle of the day. Why am I chucking them all in there? Far out, YimmY. Wandering minstrel. I don't know if anyone will be. I think a lot of them were able to use creative mode. I use creative mode when I want to test something or look at something new. But I don't like building in it for the most part. I need to make chests. Hide the putin skin. They belong a weary dances. Surely never had a male. Under such circumstances, so adventurous a tale, which may rank with most romance, taken from a county jail by a set of curious chances. Never had a male so adventurous a tale. Wait, if I do that, I see. Okay, this is all a whole lot of things. Oh. What you don't do up and it's blow you with a flat. Leave the two and shaking hands, shake hands with you like that. What's spoiling data exist? Let none of them be missed. Let none of them be missed. Stop. Stop. Stop placing torches. We are clearly trying to harvest berries. Like, dude, come on. they never would be missing. Idiot faces with enthusiastic tone for centuries, but this in every country but his own. And the lady from the provinces who dresses like a girl, and who doesn't think she dances with her. I'd like to try. I don't have enough coal, so I am going to need to chop trees. What's the time though? 8:35. Not going to fill that in yet because I'm pushing this wall way out. This is just going to be a nice big crafting area. What I do have to do at some point, I'm going to message Lemmy, see if he's able to copy and send me the world that he was using for his server. That's some good shit going in there. This was going to be a large mine area that I was then going to build down, but I've now changed my mind. Because I've found that whole mine shaft and everything underneath it. But I had a really good thing going on in that world. I miss that. That all needs melting. And then I got the different furnace to make the blast furnace. Oops. It's just one of the mods. It adds a home protection kind of deal, so other people can't mess with the area. And then that also means that when they see it, like, oh, okay, I'm near this person. Mind you, I ran nearly a day away from spawn for this one. Not because I don't trust anyone else on the server, but because I wanted to. Do need to explore that way too, but I wouldn't be surprised if this links up the last cavern. I reckon I'll piss somebody off in in Alice's stream earlier too. Because obviously she's doing Dark Souls. and just out of the blue I commented, shite game with shite animation. And that really upset one of the viewers. No, I'm not taking it back. Mainly because it's a shite game. No, I was commenting on the sword animations specifically because they are kind of shite. I'll never do all this. Pretty sure it is, yeah. Well, my issue is they wield the swords like they're big, heavy clubs. And the thing is, a sword wasn't a big, heavy club. It was, in fact, a little sword. Oh. That's still shite animation. As Private Tucker once said in Red vs. Blue, know how to use it? Fuck yeah, I know how to use it. It's a fucking sword, dude, not a fucking fighter jet. What's so hard to understand about swish, swish, stab? Nah, Morrowind has interesting animations. But, in a sense, they're actually not bad because they are, in fact, very accurate to how you would use the weapon, as directly as possible. If you'd said shite art, then I'd also have counted that. But I'd have agreed it looked like crap. Ran better than it looked. Oh, there we go. The graphics are terrible. The animations are interesting, but if we're just talking sword animations, which is what I was talking in the terms of Dark Souls, then Morrowind is better because your character stabs the sword at the opponent. He doesn't wind up to do so. And so on and so forth, and then again. That's not where I told you to put it. Put it there, actually. Thank you. Morrowind's not a pretty game, it just has charm. Why'd I put that there? Ah, great. Ass hat. There he is. I was worried that was going to be a lot worse than it was. Oh yeah, Razor. When are we going to be able to do more Factorio? Here's a pretty mess, in a month or less. I must die without awaiting. Let the bitter tears I'm shedding witness my distress. Here's a pretty mess. Here's a pretty mess. Up there is a yeah. As from that intent I worship and adore, but the laws of God prevent me ought to big. If you're talking Sunday morning my time, I've got to be at church for 8:30. Here's a howdy do. Sunday morning your time would be difficult because of that being Monday Oh, actually, you mean Sunday morning? Yeah, it will be Monday, and I'll be at work. Oh, it's Australia Day. What am I talking about? Yes, that works. We can make that work. At least one of us knows it's public holidays. That works. Well, I'm so tired right now that I don't even know what day it is today. Chopper, how are we, mate? Good to see ya. Unwillingly represent a soul so innocent. Oh, where it is. Getting along, getting along. Yeah, we doing? What brings you to my neck of the woods? Dark. Each prisoner pen, unwilling to represent. It isn't at least lightly modded one. I suspect it's more than lightly modded. So it's got like player claims and player shops and stuff like that. It's another Aussie streamer hosting it, so I wanted to give it a bell. Advertising crack blueberries with tales of how to skill. His teeth have been nicked, will be extracted by terrified amateurs. They could be a series of masses and pupils and all. By park interwoven with sport and Beethoven at classical Monday hall. The billiard shop, who anyone catches his students extremely hard. He's made to dwell in a padded cell. That's right, that's not padded. He plays extravagant matches in ooh-hoo-hoo. Elliptical, a big object or sublime, I shall achieve in time to let the punishment fit the crime, the punishment fit the crime, and make each prisoner pant and willingly represent. I don't normally bother setting them up, but I have used them before, and I was playing on another guy's server a year or two ago, and we were using them. Yes. I don't know. I don't think it is. Tra-la, la, merry sunshine. As we merrily dance and we sing, tra-la, we welcome the hope that they bring, tra-la, for the summer of roses and wine, for the summer of roses and wine. That's what we mean when we say that our theme is welcome as flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, the flowers are bloom in the spring. Flowers that bloom in the spring. La have nothing to do with the case. For I've got to take under my wing. La a most unattractive old thing. Tra-la, with a caricature of a face. With a caricature of a face. And that's what I mean when I say or I sing. Oh, bother the flowers that bloom in the spring. Tra-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la. Oh, bother the flowers of spring. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. What have you been up to then, Chopper? Been busy or just kind of chilling? That's not the right chest. Yuck. Is it weakness of intellect? Where do I cry? Or a rather tough word? In a little inside, with a shake of his poor little head, he made love. Yeah, I know that feeling. Ah, good. Positives. I need these to that. Ah, well, it's plenty for a minute. Probably shall not exceed as I do. I need a lot more coal, and I may have to resort to charcoal because it's night. Nighttime means I can lie in bed and drink some water while we wait. I like to see a tiger on the Congo with an eagle, especially in the lashing of his tail. Alright. I am really tired. For real. But here's the question. Do I call it and raid out to dirty? Or push through and raid out to the host of this if she's on tonight? I thought she was, if I remember her schedule. Extreme old age, fancy worldly enough. Information I'm requesting on the subject of the resting is the maiden all the better when she's tough. Somebody is deep underground. I remember the main reason I came up here. I need wacky sticks. rather than heading straight back into the mines, for which I might actually do some tree collection. On this subject, I pray you be done. Who's the many are not with the penny, the word for your guidance is mum. Very good bargaining me. Oh, you still don't like me. Well, I actually did give him a chance. I let him decide if he really wanted to go through with it. And for some reason, he said he did. Yeah, just strafing is the way to go in all games. No, you've got to time it right. You pretty much got to move at the last second. And I do mean the last second. It's not like the last split second. It's not that precise, but it is still pretty damn precise. That's in the moonlight fly. Clouds like human shrouds over the midnight sky. And the footpad wheel and the night birds wheel and black dogs bay at the moon. Is the spectre's holiday home. Then is the ghost high noon. Then it's the ghost high noon. Then is the ghost high noon. Oh, you gotta sprint jump it. The revel that ends too soon. Cockerel limits our holidays. Dead of the night's high noon. Dead of the night's high noon. Dead of the night's high noon. Go. This whole bit is going to have house on top of it eventually, but not yet. That's where they open the bio situations to go store to make him an bitch. I tell them I forgot all my senses. I took a opportunity for any consequence. Now I do not want to perish by the sword of by the attack about a matter may indulge a little pattern of a swagger until word to do a couple of my vanity if I tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter. So it really doesn't matter. Ah, Walker's my man. You enjoy your games, and I might see you in Dirty's stream later. I'm already lurking it. Your opinion doesn't matter. Matter. That one's a naughty one. Don't hit that one. Yeah, I missed it badly. I'm around. Yeah, yes. The husband is not suspect, and the days are not so faded. Content. Still the taste of heartache, as in the days of long ago. As in the days of long ago. As in the days of long ago. As in days of long ago. No. facing them. Okay, let's do it this way. And so it begins. Alrighty. Got that, we got swords. Yeah, I can go a little bit longer. I should also do that. Storm. How we all doing? We all have fun, bored to tears. We all feel like we're about to fall asleep while we're trying to play video games, which is really awkward because you're also streaming it. Or is that one just me? Whenever he called, must call to the sea. For fourscore years he did, yet one would pray to live another more. What kind of plaint have I, who perish in July, who perish in July? Never had to die, perchance in June. Might have had to die, perchance in June. Life a thorn, then count it not a whit, nay, count it not a whit. Man is well done with it. Soon as he's born, he should all means essay to chase the doom away. My life would gladly be. I wasn't panicking, you were panicking. To live more. Back. You need to smash my torches. I have a song to sing. Oh. And walkers, Maddie. Lackady, he sipped no suppy, craved no crumbs, he sighed for the love of a lady. What is your soul? Let me do this way. Nope, nothing back here. I have a song to sing. Oh. Love a churchyard bell and a doleful dirge ding dong. Oh, it's a song of a merry bravely born, who turned up his noble nose with scorn at the humble harmony clearly proud, who laughed a lot and who laughed a laugh at the moan of the merry man looking on, whose soul was sad and whose glance was glad, who sipped no supper, who craved no crown, as he sighed for the love of a lady. Sing me your song, oh. Oh. I don't yet have the equipment to take on that part. True. Equipment crane. Fully full. Minute. I ply my craft and no fear. But in my shop, at Prince or Peer, at Peer for Prince, at Prince or Peer. I aim my shot and no fear. That's hat. From the east and from the west, that's subject to no academic rule. You may find it in the jeering of a jest, or distilled from the folly of a fool. I can teach you with a quip if I've a mind. I can trick you into learning with a laugh. Oh, when will my folly, and you'll find a grain or two of truth among the chaff. Oh, when will my folly, and you'll find a grain or two of truth among the chaff. Upstart I come with a will. He may wear a very laugh upon his lip, but his laughter has a heckle that is grim. I was afraid of that. He would make his fellow creatures rise, should always give the philosophic pill. Oh, he would make his fellow creatures rise, should always give the philosophic pill. That'd be a good time to call it. The server restart, eh? I don't want to be down here when it restarts, really. What are you doing, Yimmy? He has 1 minute. How close can we get to home? All the way. Oi. Alright. That's where I'm going to have to call for the night. Hey, God. Alright, I'm just firing up my Twitch to see who I can raid. That's done. got some good options. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to list the options as they appear right now to me. Dirty Demon doing Bully. But we've got Ginger Perks doing Fallout New Vegas. And Tasmax or Ames on 7 Days to Die. And I know I rated them yesterday, but the 420 Benny doing Kingdom Hearts for those interested. So they're who I'm looking at right now. If anyone's got a preference, let me have a look. Dirty is currently, well, kind of Dirty and Taz are the strongest contenders right now. What do we reckon, people? Oh, actually. Okay, never mind. That's a shame. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll go Dirty. It's as good time as any anyway. I'm gonna rate out to Dirty Demon. As I mentioned, he's currently doing Bullies Scholarship Edition, I think that is saying. I don't know. I know very little about the game on the whole. Chance it'll be more of this tomorrow, but I'm still trying to get a PUBG team together. That'll either be tomorrow or Friday that happens if I'm on Friday. Now, Friday, I've got a dentist appointment at midday, but it's for a whole bunch of like seals and stuff like that, so it's unlikely I'll be streaming. We'll see what happens. In the meantime, thank you all very much for joining, and bye for now.